Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier sessions, we had looked into the functions overview and how we can define a function definition and how to call the function and how to pass arguments from function call to function definition. In this session, let's look into the various types of arguments which we can pass from the function call to the function definition. So firstly is the positional or required arguments. Second one is the keyword arguments. Third one is the default arguments. Fourth one is the arbitrary positional arguments. And fifthly is the arbitrary keyword arguments. So there are these types of arguments are there from these arguments can be passed from function call to the function definition. And now, firstly, let's go on to the positional or required arguments. So, in the positional or required arguments, the number of arguments in function definition and function call should be the same. If we are passing two parameters to the function definition, in the function call also we should pass two parameters. And the order in which we are passing the arguments should also be same. Suppose we are passing a value first and in function definition it should receive a value first. So the passing and receiving order also should match. So now let's look into one of the code example of how it works. Let me have my def keyword for function definition show, and I'm having two parameters or arguments a comma b. And now let me say print a comma b within the function. Now let me call the function with the function call. So it should be show 10 comma 20. So here I am passing two arguments 10 and 20, and here the function definition it is having two, or it is receiving two arguments, that is a and b. The first value will go to a, the second value will go to b. So the order also should match. We cannot have a's value in the second position and b's value in the first position. It should match. So a will have the value 10, b will have the value 20. Now when I run the code print a comma b, it will print, for a it will print 10, for b it will print 20. So the number of arguments and the order of argument should match in function definition and function call. Now let's move on to the second type, which is the keyword arguments. In the keyword arguments, the number of arguments in function definition and function call should be the same. So same number of arguments should be present in function definition and function call, but the order need not match, because that assigned to the keywords, the order need not match. It can be, the order can have, it can be of any order. So let's look into it practically. Let me say def show, and let me have my argument as a comma b. Now let me say print a comma b. And now since it's a keyword arguments, we have to specify the keywords. So here I say b equal to 20 comma a equal to 10. So here it is having two parameters b and a, and it is receiving two parameters in the function definition, that is a and b. So the number of arguments in both the cases, that is function call and function definition, are same. But the order need not matter, because we are assigning it to the keywords. I am specifying the keyword b equal to 20. So b will be assigned the value 20. B is the second argument over here, but over here I am passing it as the first argument. So the order need not matter. So b will take the value 20 and a will take the value 10. So now when I run the code, I get the output a as 10 and b as 20. So this is how the keyword arguments, since we are defined initializing it to a keyword, it is identified by that particular keyword. So the order need not matter. And thirdly, let's go to the third function, which is the default third argument type of argument, which is the default argument. In the default argument, the number of arguments in the function definition and function call need not be the same, as some of the arguments are default arguments. So let's check it out practically. Let me say def show name is one of my argument and message is good morning, and then let me give colon print name comma message. Now let me call the program show Sam let me show one more call statement which is having only one parameter. So here friends, here I am giving my name as one of the argument, and the message value also I am giving in the function definition itself. So the message is having the value good morning, which is the default argument. So message is the default argument in this particular scenario. And now I am printing name comma message. In the function call, I am calling Sam good evening. I am passing two arguments. One is Sam, one argument value. The other one is good evening. When I pass it in this particular way, instead of good morning, it will take name as Sam and message as good evening. Whatever value is being passed in the function call will have higher precedence than which is defined in the function definition. And now in the second call statement, I am just passing one argument. I am not passing the second argument. So in such scenarios, the default value, what we have given in the function definition, will get printed. So the number of arguments need not match. Here I am passing one argument in the function call, but in function definition there are two arguments. So now when I run the code, I get my output. For the first one it is Sam and then good evening. For the second call statement it is Ram and then the default value, that is good morning. Since I have not passed anything in the function call, it will take the default value present in the function definition. So this is how the third built-in function works in Python. Third type of argument in Python. Now let's go to arbitrary positional arguments. In arbitrary positional type of arguments, n number of values can be passed in the function call, and the function definition accepts it in one variable which is prefixed with a star, like star args. And this is used when the user does not have an idea as to how many values are being passed from the function call. User does not know how many values are coming from the function call. So he'll just give one variable prefixed with a star in the function definition. So it will take n number of values from the function call. Let's see how it works in Python. Names. I give it a star args. In one variable I can take n number of values. Now let me say print args. And now let me call my function with names Ram, Shyam, Sundar, Ganesh. So I am passing four values from the function call, and in the function definition it is capturing it in one variable, that is star args. So it is taking it in one variable. Now when I print the variable, it will print the output in the tuple format of the values being passed. So now when I print ARGS, it will print it in the tuple format, Ram, Shyam, Sundar and then Ganesh. If I want to print it in individual lines, then I can say for I in ARGS, print I. So in this case it will print in individual lines, Ram, Shyam, Sundar and then Ganesh. So this is how the fourth type of argument, that is arbitrary positional arguments, work in Python. Now let's move on to the fifth type of argument, which is arbitrary keyword arguments. Friends, we have seen the keyword arguments. It is identified by a keyword. So in this case, arbitrary keyword means it will have n number of keyword arguments, and these n number of keyword arguments have to be included within a double star and KWARGS. Double asterisk, that is double star KWARGS. The variable name can be anything, but it should be appended with, it should be prefixed with two stars. So this is used when a user does not have any idea of how many keyword values are being passed from function call. So let's look into it practically. So let me say def names show, and let me say take two stars, KWARGS. And now let me say print KWARGS. Now let me call my function show, and let me give the keyword arguments. First name equal to Ram, comma, last name equal to Shyam, comma, age equal to 25. So these are the keyword arguments. I am telling first name, my first name is equal to Ram, last name is equal to Shyam, age is equal to 25. So I have given the keyword and assigned the value. Here we used to just pass the values, but here we have to pass it with the keyword and then the value. So now if I run my code, it will give it in a dictionary format. First name Ram, first name colon Ram. So key and then the value, key and then the value, key and then the value. It will print it out in the dictionary format. Now if I want to get it in individual lines, I have to specify for key comma value in KWARGS dot items, print key comma value. So for every key, that is first name is the key, Ram is the value, last name is the key, Shyam is the value, age is the key, 25 is the value. So it will print it out in individual lines. See, so first name is Ram, last name is Shyam and age is equal to 25. So it has printed it in the individual lines. So this is how the arbitrary keyword arguments works in Python. Hope so friends, it's clear for you. The 5 types of arguments: positional, keyword, default, arbitrary positional and arbitrary keywords. So friends, if you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.